Alright guys, so now we're going to go into a lapel choke, okay? So I'm really big on giving people credit when I learn techniques and never try and take ownership for moves that are not mine. With that being said, this is a technique that I believe I created. I did this technique in 2015 while drilling in my academy. I've never seen it before. Now, since 2015, of course, I've seen some people get close or try to do this movement, but this was a move that I believe I patented. I think I have the first video of it on my YouTube channel from 2015, and I call it the Julop choke because I'm Jewish and my last name is Malov, so I give you the best of both worlds. I'm a proud Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Jewish black belt. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you guys my technique that I believe I created that no one showed me, called the Julop choke. Check it out. So we're going to work from the closed guard position, okay, for this lapel guard entry. Now, this is going to be set up very similar to all our other lapel guards where we're going to free the lapel, all right? And just like when we free the lapel here, we have the option to free either side. We can free both sides, but we're going to approach this as if we're going to go into an open guard, almost kind of spider guard position. So typically, after I free the lapel, I'm going to come in with my thumb kind of pointing down, making a strong grip. Other hand's going to grab the sleeve. From this position here, I'm going to look to open my hips up in a very similar manner to as if I was playing a spider guard, open guard scenario. From here, okay, I just need to make sure that I'm able to lasso the lapel. So for this to work out for me, I'm going to push off the hip, I'm going to stretch, and again, if she's fighting to bring her hands to the inside, it's very easy for me to kick, push, divert that arm and that hand, and lasso, okay, with my leg. Now, the key when I lasso with my leg is never to over-thread my leg, okay? Because my partner eventually is going to do the work for me to finish the choke. But when I get here, I want to get just enough grip with my foot and my shin on the back to have control where she can't pin my legs together or push my leg out. So I always like to keep my knee kind of pointing diagonal, all right? The next thing I'm going to look to do here is bait my partner. So at a certain point, my partner is going to look to drive into me. Maybe they're getting frustrated, they can't pull out, so they start pressuring in. Very common in jiu-jitsu to start looking for a pressure pass. At this point, I don't need the sleeve, so I let go of the sleeve, and this hand's kind of free to do whatever it needs to do. All right. So now the key for me is two things. I want to make sure that my knee line is centered and pointing on the carotid, because when I look to hit on my knee to her neck, it's got to get right on the opening on the left side of her carotid. If I hit the jaw or the chin, they still might tap, but it's going to be more from a crank or from pressure. If I get the point of my knee to directly hit her in the neck, it's going to be a super tight choke. So from here, I'm baiting my partner to pressure into me. As they pressure into me, I'm going to look to thread my hand around the head and hand my hand off onto the lapel. Now, one of the other key details is, once I get my hand to the lapel, it's very important that I don't go too deep. Because if I get too deep, I won't have any mobility with my knee. And if I'm too shallow, the same can be said where it'll slide right out. So there has to be a happy medium that you'll figure out as you go. Now, once you get here, you keep your foot on the hip, so if they are smashing you too much, you can stretch. And then notice how I'm going to look to pin my knee, drop it down just a little bit, and shoot the point of my knee right into the neck. So I'm going to pull it in on the lapel. I'm going to point my toe, bring my heel to my butt, okay, and drive my knee in. I'm going to do this one very slow. I can do it from my side on my shoulder, or I can do it sitting up. From here, just like very similar to a clock choke, okay, or you can add this part, right? Yeah. What am I trying to say? Bow and arrow. Very similar to a clock choke or a bow and arrow. I want to make sure I keep my elbow down, heel back, and look how I'm going to drive and pull in and get the tap almost instantly. So I'm pulling on the lapel, driving my knee into the neck, and finishing with my Julop choke. Right here, suck it in, get the tap. It seems almost too easy, too good to be true, but this technique is that efficient and that effective if you're able to get your knee right into the neck. Again, from another angle, we're going to free up the lapel and get the sleeve. Scoot the hips out, push off the hip, and stretch. Look for our lasso position, feed the foot in, catch. From here, we wait for our partner to pressure in. As they pressure in, here's my handoff. Once we can get around the neck, we need to immediately stretch out, either come here or on our side. Note again that we're looking to get the perfect amount of space between the knee and the neck, and we want to close the gap. We don't want to end up on the side of the face. This is commonly done wrong, or get our knees to collapse. We want to shoot straight in at an angle, going diagonal, okay? And we want to make sure it's like an arrow piercing into the side of the neck. Heel comes back, quick tap. Okay, and I'm always hitting that soft tissue. Very tight. And then from another angle, and now we're gonna go full speed. Alright guys, so that was our julep choke finish. And remember, I always tell people, give credit where credit is due.